Hi, Les. Mental health and counseling. You think it's so simple to go for counseling or to see a counselor? For those who want ready-made answers, let me give you why we don't or we fear or this fear is one of it. I already told you already. Okay, social stigma, fear, unaware, ego, and what else can we say? I think we stay with this because this is also going to be long stories, and I'm going to give you a lot of indication in between. These are some of the reasons. Sigma, what will people think? Guys, how will people know if you're going to a counselor if you don't go around telling people I went to a counselor, I went to counselor? If you want to me to be private and confidential, what you talk to the counselor is P and C. The counselor is not going to go on social media and start writing about you. Though I see on LinkedIn they give example, I counsel this person, but of course there's no names mentioned and all that. True counselors are abided by ethics, okay, so they are not going to talk about you, but we take it as social stigma ourselves and the people around you. I'll give you an example. Even the parents don't want, shy, or they feel that if their kids go and see the counselor, they are not good enough. Ego should draw. How can I'm a mom, the child should talk to me. Guys, is it so simple to open up to your parents? Some parents say we should be kids to our sorry, we should be friends to our parents. Really ka? I always tell people we may not be able to talk to our kids, and it is okay. It is okay. It doesn't hurt your ego. See, ego, it doesn't bring you down. It doesn't make you feel bad if your child requires counseling. Okay, then of course don't want to refuse to accept, say I am perfectly fine. Okay, I've already put up a video, mental health, okay, causes and triggers, the build up inside. Guys, I don't know whether it's only in Malaysia or Asian culture that people are so fearful, scared, don't admit, or even in the Western countries. But I speak to people because I'm a counselor itself. And I asked their opinion. They said, no, miss, I think there people are more receptive. And there you don't even have to have mental health issues. You just want to talk about yourself because they say talking is one of the best relaxation. We don't even say therapy because the word therapy is frightening for some people. I also stopped using the word therapy. But is it in Asian country we have this fear of going to the counselor? You know why? Because when you go to the counselor, you have to talk. Okay, now sometimes you don't need one session, you need a few sessions because you're talking to someone you don't know. Okay, a neutral party who doesn't judge you. Okay, but it takes the counselors will ask you some questions, and then they see how, and then from there, and this is how the process of counseling is. Okay, but these are the things that's holding people from going and seeing a counselor. Okay, I give you some examples. Online counseling, does it work, guys? I don't know. You tell me, because I got later I'm going to do a follow up and how to choose a counselor, or let's talk about it. Do we have different behaviors on social media and then in personal life? We are keyboard warriors, but when we come to our personal life, we are no warriors at all. So some of the reasons why people don't come for counseling, and ego or the blaming game. Have you seen couples when they fight? You need counseling. You need counseling. Nothing wrong with me. I am okay. Or masking yourself. We are always right. The other person is wrong. But there are couples who go together for counseling, and then you see what happens there, because they have to talk about themselves and they have to talk openly. Okay, so these are some of the reasons, guys, why people find it very challenging to go to a counselor. I need to talk. I am scared. I give you one example. I do research papers and projects and all that. So we need the people, okay, to collect the data. And it's so difficult to get people to talk on this subject counseling. I mean, we give a specific little topics for them. they refuse. They do not. Sometimes when you do on, I don't do kids counseling, I do for teenagers. When we approach the parents are so defensive. They don't want. They are so fearful. You know why? The ego of the parents may be bruised because the parents are afraid the kid may implicate them during the counseling, and they may speak about what is happening at home and their relationship with the parents. So we don't want people to know. Okay, so are we one of the reasons of stopping people from coming to counseling? Are you one of them? And if you hear someone who has gone for counseling, do you judge? Do you say bad things and all those things? Now, counseling is important, guys, because it's let's talk. What do you want to talk? Okay, we cannot talk to our loved one because we end up fighting and arguing, and then the blaming game, all these things. That is why a counselor comes into the picture. So think about it. If there's things that you want to talk about, do you go to a counselor, or you're contented talking to your friends? I leave this topic hanging because the next one will be how to choose a counselor. Let's talk.